16 things you didn't know about Itachi Uchiha. Naruto's characters are unquestionably the franchise's crowning achievement. Itachi, a man cloaked in mystery until the very end, is one such character. He is one of the most dynamic and experienced villains in Naruto and undoubtedly in the whole series. Perhaps there's a lot to learn about him because of his uniqueness. Any of this could have gone unnoticed by even his most devoted fans. If this is getting you excited, then keep watching the video till the end to discover more about Itachi and share with us which bits of Itachi's facts amazed you the most. Number 1. His original design was completely different. Many people would be surprised to learn that Itachi's initial design resembled Danzo's final character sketch. Masashi Kishimoto's initial design for Itachi differed greatly from the character that appears in the series. Itachi was anticipated to command the Itachi Squad, a group of 70+ people who carried out hidden missions similar to those that Root is in charge of in the original show. Itachi's chin was also adorned with an X-shaped scar. These characteristics were finally bestowed upon Danzo, the Root leader who compelled Itachi to wipe out the Uchiha clan. Number 2. Itachi and Jiraiya appear to be equally strong. Which of the characters in the Naruto universe do you believe is the strongest? Going by the statistics, we know that the answer can be either Jiraiya or Itachi. This is due to the fact that the two of them share the highest statistics in the Naruto databook, which measures characters' expertise in different fields such as Genjutsu, Ninjutsu, and Taijutsu. This could explain why, when faced with the possibility of battling Jiraiya, Itachi decided to flee. Number 3. Itachi has the second highest academic score of any ninja in the academy. Any Naruto fan is aware of Itachi's talent, but they do not realize to what degree. Itachi's remarkable status is justified by his success in the Chunin exams, where he achieved the second highest score in the academic section of the test. He did so without cheating or manipulating, instead opting to study his rivals in his spare time to access their strong and weak points. By the way, the person who scored highest on the test was the 4th Hokage. Number 4. He can't bring himself to end the lives of siblings. As brutal as he is, there are also many human qualities to which he does not resort. A notable feature of one of them is the relationships between the bond of brothers. Brotherly love is not a word that Itachi has given himself the monopoly on. He despised the idea of murdering siblings of any sort. It could be shown that Itachi would rather let his family die than take his brother's life. The situation arose when Itachi was reading a book where he refused to attack the two twin dragon brothers, even though they had immobilized Kisame and were just a short distance away from utterly killing him as well. This is most likely due to his complicated relationship with Sasuke, his own brother. Number 5. He loves sweets and healthy food. As with all the other characters in Naruto, Itachi has specific food requirements. His favorite foods are cabbage and onigiri with seaweed, and he is not much of a fan of steak. But it does not necessarily mean that Itachi just likes food that is nutritious. His other food interests include sweets, especially dango. Number 6. His name means weasel. When one thinks of a fighting force, it's normal to think of a cool, tough characters with eye-catching nicknames. But Itachi is different. His name was not something expected, but rather had a sense that only a true villain can understand. His name, Itachi, translates to weasel. Itachi is not the only member of the Uchiha clan with a name that is reminiscent of betrayal. A word that translates as least weasel is derived from the kanji characters that represent the name of his ancestor Izuna. Number 7. He cleared the forest of death on his own. Itachi's academic success isn't his only accomplishment in the Chunin tests. He even cleared the Forest of Death all by himself. Itachi was able to take the exam alone because he was much more powerful than his squad mates. He not only passed with flying colors, but he also completed the exam in a record-breaking 5 minutes and 30 seconds. It's no surprise that people thought he was a genius. Number 8. His master plan is woefully flawed. Itachi has a lot of fans for a number of reasons. The intimidating figure that has been built up throughout the storyline of Naruto is revealed to be a realistic and practical person who cooled his clan and always loved his younger brother no matter what. Even though his scheme to trick Sasuke into being a protector of Konoha is flawed, he believes it will work. It is hard to see why Sasuke would idolize a place where the population openly despised his clan to the point of having them wiped out. Then they decided to continue on their despicable path and make it worse by destroying Itachi's character so they could accomplish their goal without arousing public outrage. When we've filled in these blanks, it was only a matter of time before Sasuke makes a decision to kill Konoha instead of saving it. Number 9. Itachi had a lover. There's a very little information about Itachi's love life, which is why it will come as a surprise to all fans of Naruto when you learn that this seemingly calm individual actually fell in love with another ninja named Izumi Uchiha. Sadly, at the time of destroying the Uchiha clan, Itachi was compelled to put an end to Izumi's existence. To save her from having to relieve the pain of losing him, he first shot her with a deadly bullet and then he used Tsukuyomi on her, tricking her into believing that she was living happily with him at the time of her death. Number 10. He almost ended his own life. Itachi has seen much in his life. His experiences in the war-torn environment gave him a different perspective on the world. It is possible that the worst instance of this occurs when a 4-year-old Itachi meets an injured ninja on the battlefield. Itachi attempts to help the wounded ninja, but is forced to cut the ninja's life short instead. As a result of this trauma, he suffered severe emotional and psychological pain, to the point that he almost attempted to end his own life. Thankfully, he reconsidered and chose not to go through with his potentially harmful plan, instead of making an effort to help his little brother Sasuke as much as possible. Number 11. His childhood experiences in the war were extremely dark. Most Naruto fans are aware that Itachi's childhood was clouded by war, which is one of the main driving forces in his life. Since his childhood experiences had left him so devastated, he was willing to go any length to achieve harmony, even if it means abandoning his entire family. What they may not be aware of are the detailed aspects of Itachi's ordeal. This information, which was disclosed in the spin-off series, is extremely disturbing. Itachi was trapped in the middle of a war zone when he was 4 years old. He attempted to provide water to an injured enemy soldier but ended up killing him instead. His father claimed that this was important for his soldier growth, but the child was emotionally scared. Itachi decided to commit suicide after speaking with Orochimaru, but later changed his mind and vowed to live after discovering that he will soon have a younger brother. Number 12. He has a hobby. Even though he is a powerful and fearsome ninja, Itachi does enjoy things aside from his work. One of them is that he enjoys visiting traditional Japanese cafes. It is a good way to escape the stresses of life, seeking refuge in activities that give him a sense of peace. This allows him to distress. Whether or not he will bring the rest of the Akatsuki with him is a point of connection. Number 13. He's a master of one-handed seals. It's easy to overlook one of Itachi's most remarkable skills, the ability to use one-handed seals, since he has such a diverse set of abilities. Though it appears to be a simple skill, it is actually a very useful one that only a few characters like Itachi have. What is it that makes it so effective? Ninja who can execute one-handed seals can combine 2 jutsu at the same time, resulting in a variety of deadly combinations. They can also use a knife to execute a single jutsu. Number 14. Itachi is actually a pacifist. Kinda. To be completely frank, he was as much of a pacifist as he could be in his life, but there was never a moral standard by which he could hold himself up to. People still wanted war, and they also constantly tested him, challenging him to show his fighting spirit. For people who aren't interested in fighting, becoming a professional warrior is a really bad place to be in. Number 15. He had a childhood rival. Itachi, like his little brother Sasuke, had a fiery opponent in the past, Tenma Izumo, a member of Itachi's original Genin squad. Because of what his parents told him, he blamed the Uchiha clan for the Kyuubi attack on the city, which meant that he began his interaction with Itachi by bullying him. They would later become teammates as well as rivals. Tobi caused problems for their team when they were escorting the daimyo of the Land of Fire on a quest. Tobi assassinated Tenma, triggering Itachi's Sharingan for the first time. Number 16. He is a favorite of the creator as well. Aww. Not only do fans completely love Itachi's character, but the series creator also can't help but say how fantastic he is. Although discussing the topic of his favorite member of the Akatsuki, Kishimoto has gone on record to state that Itachi is his favorite, while his achievements are slightly understated as compared to the people he's being compared to. They are, however, significantly exceptional. Which one of these Itachi's information surprised you the most? Let us know down in the comment section below. Oh, also, if you enjoyed the video, smash the like button. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you always stay updated about our newly released anime videos. With that said, I'll see you in the next video.
妥協はしない。お前には完璧な目玉焼きを食べさせてやる。